Now, it's been more than 3 months since the rape and murder of a junior doctor in Kolkata sparked outrage across India. Concerns over police mishandling of sexual assault cases have done little to assure women of their safety. This International Day for the Elimination of Violence against Women, Neha Poonia looks at the victims and the system they say failed them. A warning, some of our viewers may find this story distressing.
For years, India has consistently been rated as one of the most dangerous places for women. At least 90 rape cases are reported here every day. That's nearly 4 an hour. But many more go unreported. And survivors say there's a reason for that.
Because if the police had done their job, I would not be punished for seeking legal help.
A decade ago, Meghna was raped, physically assaulted, and abused by her partner. She was only 16, but said she worked up the courage to report the crime.
When I went to the police station, a male police officer came. He spoke to me. He shamed me. He said, why did you even meet this person? What do your parents think about this? Do they know what all you have done with this man? I was really scared, and I was also wounded. So instead of checking my wounds and seeing and understanding what happened, they just chose to shame me. And then they looked at me and they said, okay, we are calling this person here. And then they called him to the police station. They slapped him twice and made me watch, and then said, the problem is solved, now go home and don't contact each other again.
Because the police failed to act, Meghna says immediately after, her partner attacked her again.
And because I had gone to the police, this person dragged me, broke my spine and threw me in a ditch for a few hours. And I was so full of rage because I was a dancer, that was my living, and I could not practice dance anymore. I completely lost my living, I lost my identity.
Meghna says she tried to follow up years later and realized that despite her partner attacking more women after she ended that relationship, the police never arrested him. The role that law enforcement plays in handling or mishandling sexual assault cases is under increasing scrutiny. Just this August, when a medic was raped and murdered in an Indian hospital in Kolkata, police investigating the case were accused of deliberately trying to delay the investigation and destroying key evidence at the crime scene. Then in September this year, claims by a woman that she was abused and assaulted in a police station after trying to report that she was sexually harassed sparked further anger in the country already roiled by the Kolkata case. The police denied the claims, but it has raised questions about how a force tasked to protect the public could be doing quite the opposite. In India, rules require that a woman police officer must be present when recording a police complaint, but a 2023 report found that only 12% of India's police force is female. The Indian government has admitted that the lack of women in the police force is, quote, posing serious challenges in dealing with crimes against women. But police officers say they are overworked, underpaid and understaffed. India has 153 police officers for 100,000 citizens when the UN recommendation is 222. But insiders say the problem is far more complex.
Cult of masculinity that prevails in every police station that needs to go.
Former senior police officer Vikram Singh says unless police officers are made more accountable, nothing will change.
That requires a tremendous course correction for a department that has been essentially male-dominated for almost 150 years. Are we serious? Do we give it all that we have, every ounce of our energy and talent to ensure that the rapist is punished? I would say that we do not.
The Indian Supreme Court recommended police reforms nearly 2 decades ago, but experts say their rollout has been patchy and inconsistent. Studies show that many people in India consider the police unfriendly and untrustworthy. And government figures show 99% of women never report their assaults. Women lawyers and social workers at organizations like the Majlis Legal Center for Women are working to change that. Since 1991, the non-profit group has helped more than 80,000 women file police complaints and get legal representation.
Every time there is a crime, we want to do death penalty for rapists, we want to make more stringent punishment. So we need a sensitive police force, whether they are male or female, and we need very close monitoring of what is happening on the ground. It's just give them laws and then take a step back will not work. We need very, very clear standard operating procedures and then monitoring them.
Victim groups say it is critical for society to learn and understand that consent is key. But also important is how authorities deal with sexual crimes. And until mandates and mindsets change, the fear is that the very people tasked to protect the vulnerable will continue to fail them. Neha Poonia, CNA, New Delhi.